Hey, writing superstar, how are you? I hope you're doing amazing. Happy Friday. I'm taking a few minutes, not feeling so great, but I figured that, hey, I promised I was gonna go live every day. I will go live every day. Thank you so much for coming on. It's a pleasure. Thank you for watching the replay as well. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming on. My name is Catherine Storing, and I am the storyteller and content monetization strategist, and I have been sharing with you my story beginning to end about entrepreneurship for the last 6 years. If you have not watched video 1 and 2, you have to go watch it. It will bless your whole entire life. It is my story, and I really wanted to hopefully show you the reality of what it is to be an entrepreneur, and then hopefully help you avoid the many mistakes that I did and that most entrepreneurs do not talk about. Thank you so much, Kiki. Really appreciate that. I hope that the cold really doesn't land all the way. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sharing the broadcast. Really appreciate that. You know what to do. Go to the bottom of the broadcast and share it. So for the last 3 days, I have been talking about what it really is to be an entrepreneur, right? What the reality of that is, what people actually don't talk about. That's what I want to talk about today. And hey, Kimberly, good to see you. So day 1, I talked about it was an introduction to all the things I'm gonna be talking about, and it's an entrepreneurship expose intro, if you will. Then yesterday I talked about why I decided to become an entrepreneur. You're definitely gonna watch that because it really talked about when I realized that I really wanted to do something else other than just working in corporate America. It worked for a lot of people. It just didn't work for me. And then today I want to talk about how spending without knowing what you want to do is not a good idea. And I did a whole lot of that. I'm talking about thousands of dollars. Like I think it's a little over $100,000 in the last 6 years that I have spent in learning and coaching. So, I have $100,000 brain. Not a bad thing at all, but I wish I known some things before I did that. So that's what we're going to talk about today. All the things that spending without thinking in business is not very smart. So yesterday I left you when I hired my first coach, and that was at the end of 2011. I hired my first coach, and I really just knew that I was unhappy. I knew I was unhappy, but I didn't know why I was unhappy. I wish that I had asked myself that question. Why am I unhappy? I really didn't really know. So the funny thing is that I did the program. It was a 3-month program. It really showed me everything that I didn't know. Like, it didn't show me everything I knew. It showed me how much I didn't know. I didn't know how much I didn't know about the business world because I was in corporate America, and I didn't really know how online worked. Online was kind of getting started. YouTube was a thing, and I was kind of learning how to be on video and how to be on camera. I didn't know how to do any of that, and I didn't know how to present myself either. Like, I just didn't know. Thank you, Kiki. Really appreciate that. She says 6-figure brain going after millions. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I took the training, and the coach was amazing. Really loved her. And I realized, okay, I need more help. I just knew I needed more help. And it was one-on-one. And I think that's what I realized, that group coaching, I did not even know that was a thing. That group coaching was something that I really care about, something that I think it will be great for me. So again, I dove from a 3-month coaching program to boom, another coaching program. This one was a mastermind, and I was in New York City, which is awesome. I live in Boston, so it was not that far. I got to go to New York every 3 months. It was amazing. But again, I still wasn't clear on what I wanted to do. I didn't realize all the things that I had to work on myself. Can I tell you that? When you become an entrepreneur, all your ish comes up. All your stuff that you don't want to deal with, that you're not even aware of, all of that stuff comes up, okay? So I think I mentioned before that I was a very acute introvert with a desire not to be, with a desire to be more outgoing and really share what I had. I didn't know what I had, but I knew I had something. And I was pushing myself to be outside of my comfort zone because I knew that's where the growth was. I knew that. So I jumped into this thing, and so the first thing was $2,000. The next thing was $2,500. Now at this point, I'm working in corporate America. It was a stretch for me, and then I had to travel to New York City. I had to pay for the hotel. I had to pay for the food and the transportation and all of that. So it was a pretty penny for me at the time in 2012. And I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I thought it was something with style. I thought it was something about confidence, and I didn't have much confidence at the time. I was discovering how to love myself. I was trying to figure things out still. So I was trying to give others what I was trying to find for myself. You know what they say, those that cannot do teach. So I was really finding myself. I have found my style. I was finding how to, I was always funky. Can I just say that? I was always very funky in my style, and then it just got funkier with the more time that went on. Yes, it can be very intimidating, and I was trying to help other people, but I didn't know how to put myself out there. Like, I wish I knew that I was gonna have to tell people who I was and what I did, and kind of like sell myself, my services, and present it. And I didn't know. I didn't know how to do that, and I wanted to, and I didn't want to, if that makes sense. I had an inner conflict where I wanted to be successful. I wanted to make enough money so I can quit my job, but I didn't want to have to present something. I didn't want to have to put myself out there. And that was hard. That was very, very hard. And it just made it more difficult than it needed to be. And had I probably gone to therapy, again, I'm a huge proponent of therapy. I've been to therapy many, many times. I think it's an amazing resource that many people don't use. I probably could have worked on, why are you so shy? Why are you not comfortable in your own skin? Like, dealing with stuff from childhood, and dealing with mixed messages that I received. It probably would have been money better spent, and probably would have helped with my discontentment in corporate America. I probably could have just gotten another job and not have to quit my job first. So I really want to say that if you have a job and you really, really hate it, before you jump into having a business that you don't know really what it's gonna be, you don't know how you're gonna make money from it, I'm gonna say, get another job first before you jump. This is my suggestion. This is what I would tell younger Catherine, and probably she would not want to hear me. I will have to pull her ears and really shake her up a little bit and say, get another job. That job sucks. That job is killing you. Get another job and figure it out. I wish I have done that with that job, because that job was really, really bad for me. Even though it was not a hard job, it was just not a good fit. So I was trying to run from the job, not looking for another job, trying to have a business and develop the idea. So I put a lot of pressure on myself on making it. I put a lot of pressure on myself on figuring things out. So if I were to tell Catherine something, younger Catherine, I would say, ask better questions of yourself. Figure out what you want to do with your life. Go see a therapist. Go talk to someone that can help you figure out what things you're struggling with, what identity issues you have, why you're so unhappy every 2-3 years at jobs, and what are your aptitudes. Pray, journal. I didn't journal that much back then, and I definitely pray, but I didn't know how to ask God, can you direct me? Can you tell me what you want to do? I thought that was not God's department, to be honest with you. I thought God cares about faith stuff. He doesn't care about my career. And I don't know why I thought that. I just thought he was kind of impersonal. Like, he cared about my soul, but he didn't care about my feelings. How funny is that? Funny, Catherine. So I'm just being transparent and telling you what I thought at the time. I hope this helps you. Tomorrow, I will tell you a little more about what happened during that mastermind, and it just really, it was the beginning of my beginning, if you will. Thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Catherine Storing, and I'm just giving you 30 days insight into what it's like to be an entrepreneur and how I have grown into the person that I am today. And it was not easy, but it definitely made me into the person that I am today. God bless you. Thank you for watching. Remember, I'm always rooting for you, and I'll see you super duper soon.